Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you for the continuation of Let's Play White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2. And having successfully completed our first foray into the past using the Retrospecticon, it's now time for us to start making the long journey back to Balandor on foot. But before we do, I noticed a treasure chest over there, so I'm going to go and get it. So we'll be making the long trek back. We'll be making stops in Greede, in Albina, in Bakia, and of course we hope to get back to Balandor safe and sound. So, oh, a lump of gold, alright. I feel a little guilty stealing from the Farian treasury, but why the heck are they putting gold out in the open? Maybe they're being generous? I don't know. Alright, well, why don't we give it to you? I know it'll be in good hands with you, especially since I can get 5,000 guilder for it. Alright, so now, let us begin our journey. It's time to bid adieu to the Archduchy of Faria, and begin the long journey back. So, back to the Lost Forest. And so now we're going to see a bit of a quandary show up, because as I mentioned at the end of the previous episode, pretty much I'm going to basically be walking back through all the places that I've already been through. So, first order of business is to just take the short trek over to the right to get access to the next location. And unlike before, since we're still in the context of the storyline, you can't simply warp back to places like Balandor and Greede and Albina. You have to walk all the way back. So that's what we're gonna have to be doing, because the storyline demands it. No shortcuts. If you want to make it back, you have to get there legitimately. So to do so, we're gonna take out all these flying fish that cast magic. And we're giving my avatar some time off as we make our journey back through places that we've been before. In fact, where we're going next will of course be the Dogma Rift, and we don't have to go very far there. It's actually just a very short trek through it. Okay, I see a tree ant that's just begging for me to come and beat the crap out of it. But smaller opponents first. That's my rule. We go up from smallest to biggest. We go up the chain from smallest to biggest. So anything that stands my way, first the small stuff must be defeated because they can be nuisances. And then, no, that's not good. Eldor got paralyzed. Well, oh, now I'm in HP danger. Wow, we're off to a good start, aren't we? And Eldor has been re-paralyzed. Yeah, I think we're slowing you down, because you're getting a little antsy here. Alright, so let's combo this high tree ants. Okay, this is an enhanced version. I hadn't even noticed it yet because I've been focusing so much on keeping myself alive. Alright, Eldor is no longer paralyzed. So let's do ourselves some combo attacks, because we need to. We need to, very, very much need to. Oh, sure, right? Oh, you gotta be kidding. Well, at least we disabled it. But as you can see, we've made things a lot harder for ourselves. Oh, I hope we can just defeat this thing quickly. Alright, it's a slash. I always forget these things. Down it goes. Okay, good. And thankfully the save point is conveniently close by. Heal and repair all, please. Thank you. So we're not even going to bother saving our game. We're just going to go to the next location. So now we've reopened the Dogma Rift, as well as a number of quests that can be done in the context of the Lost Forest. So, back to the Dogma Rift. Yeah, as you can see, any location that has a green dot on it is inaccessible. So, we're just going to... well, it's inaccessible, but you can still do the quests that are already available to you in those particular locations. But as far as the storyline, you can't enter a location that has a gray dot on it. So, let's go back to the Dogma Rift. So yeah, it's not going to be that far of a trek. In fact, I can show you that we are... oh wow, we are farther away than I thought we were. Okay, shows you what I know. And yeah, target the vine, please. Okay, so yeah, so that begs a new question, which is, how the heck do you get to Faria from the other way around? I mean, if climbing a vine is the only way, I mean, how did the Archduchy be able to send that massive delegation by using a vine in the first part of the White Knight Chronicles 1 storyline? You know, it's kind of weird and it doesn't make sense. And by the way, we're fighting a new enemy, the Feather Lizard, which I don't know why they would call it a feather lizard, because lizards have scales. And I do believe, yeah, this scorpion is protecting itself from our physical attacks. So yeah, obviously the enemies are going to be stronger, and it's going to take a lot more to beat them, but of course we're going to get more experience for killing them. Alright. So since we have already cleared the Dogma Rift, there's really no point in me showing you what you don't already know. So I'm going to rejoin you guys once I get to the end of the Dogma Rift. So I'm going to take a quick time out here and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have made it to the end of the Dogma Rift, having passed through all the locations that we've been through previously in this particular area. So now it's time to go to the next location. But as far as I know... oh, cutscene.
It was only a matter of time.
Until what?
Enough. Where is my moon maiden?
She remains cradled in Yggdra's branches. We are searching diligently for her ark, my lord.
And even if you found it, you don't know who's using it.
Nanazil's revolt failed, but our efforts in Faria were not entirely wasted. They are weak, and without the Ark, our might will not be challenged.
True enough. Shapur, go.
Yes, my lord.
We'll see more of them later.
Leonard and company passed through the Dogma Rift, where history's saddest memories lay buried, and arrived in Bacchia only to discover that it had already been overrun by Ishrenia's forces. Even the Van Haven Waste belonged to the Empire now. Left with no other recourse, they took a detour through the northern mountains. After a treacherous hike, they reached the north end of Frass Chasm, where the Windwalkers, chased from their homes in Bacchia, had formed a new community on the edge of obscurity.
So with that information now brought to our attention, we're gonna have a reunion with our Windwalker friends and see if we can get anything from them, because they will have some shops available for us to use. So we are picking things up right before the Uber Labyrinth that was used to get access to Thalmus Rock, but obviously we're not going there. we want to ultimately get back up there to where Greede is. To get there, we have to get, obviously, after we talk with the Windwalkers, we're going to go to the right, and then once we reunite with the main path, we can continue on to Greede. So, I know that there are supposed to be some Windwalkers who can help us out. It's just a matter of remembering where they are. Or maybe I was mistaken. I'm sure there is supposed to be some I can speak to who can help me out. Maybe this trio can help me? No, you couldn't because you're crying. And yeah, you guys are giving up, aren't you? Alright. What about over here? I suppose not. And what about you? Yeah. Alright, I guess it's not what I thought it was. Alright. So I guess I'll come over here and heal the pair. And then save the game. So then it'll just simply be, unlike the previous path that we took to get to Bakia through Frass Chasm, and subsequently taking the path to get to Thomas Rock, we're going to be taking a completely different way. It's pretty straightforward and not much to it. So, since there's no real reason to show you me going through Frass Chasm again to get to Greede, I will simply want to join you once again when we get to Greede. So, I'll see you then. Okay, so we have successfully negotiated our way to the end of Frass Chasm, and we are now about to make our way back into Greede. So let's be on our way. And looks like we have someone standing in our path. Wow, the music is quite grim here. A lot of people are sitting down. A lot of people are staggering around.
What's this?
Yeah, I think we shall.
Let's hurry over to the Tristan Mansion.
You must move with all haste. At least not everyone is being hampered at all. So, let's see what we have here. Indeed it has.
Ah, Master Leonard. It has been too long.
What the heck is going on out there?
You mean the fever? A purple mist swept over the city several months ago, and now, I can only assume as a result of it, a strange pyrexia has begun afflicting Greede's citizens. I can assure you, we have made every effort to pinpoint the mist's origin, but thus far we've done nothing, and the people are getting sicker.
Where's Caesar?
As a matter of fact, Lord Caesar departed for Flander Trail to see what clues about the mist he might turn up there.
He's in the mountains?
Yes, miss. He would not share the
I wonder
specifics
why.
with me. He simply left, without taking any other men with him.
Okay, we better go track him down then.
And so with
I would
that, back the way we
greatly
came.
appreciate it.
Hopefully before my voice goes out. Which would be a shame. Because I would like to get to the end of this episode. Ah! Stupid throat. Okay, so I guess we're gonna save at this point. And then we'll go to the Flandar Trail to see where Caesar is. But yeah, I think we've already covered a lot of stuff here in this particular episode because it's basically a condensed version of getting from point A in Faria to point B here in Greede. So I think that's pretty much going to do it for this particular episode. I mean, I've pretty much shown you everything you needed to know, and everything you've already wanted to know about the other places has already been seen in my White Knight Chronicles 1 playthrough, so just wanted to minimize the redundancy and all that. But as far as today is concerned, this episode is over, so I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2, and when I join you again, we will track down Caesar as he makes his way along the Flandar Trail. So until next time everyone, take care, and I'll see you soon.